5 NBA teams that can land Jonathan Kuminga, with Congolese forward reportedly chasing $30 million after Warriors offer snub. Jonathan Kuminga is one of the latent stars in the NBA who are yet to reach their full potential despite being in the league for more than 4 years. Kuminga has shown flashes of his all-star potential throughout his career. However, low playing minutes and underutilization of his abilities on the Warriors squad have never allowed him to reach his full potential. Kuminga has not yet re-signed with the Dubs, and it looks like he may be headed to a different team this offseason. Golden State tendered a qualifying offer to Kuminga on Saturday, worth $7.9 million. The move makes Kuminga a restricted free agent. According to league insider Brett Siegel, the Congolese international is asking for at least a $30 million per season contract, which goes against the Dubs' plans of freeing up cap space for possible free agent signings. So let us take a look at the teams Jonathan Kuminga could end up on if the Warriors choose not to retain him. 5 NBA teams that can land Jonathan Kuminga in free agency. 5. Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets were quite interested in Jonathan Kuminga in May. The Nets lack a true power forward like the Warriors star. He can consistently get to the line, finish through contact, and most importantly, get buckets when they are needed the most. However, the Nets may ask for a lower price for Kuminga or, even worse for the Dubs, try to sign him for free. But knowing the Warriors, they won't lose their young star for nothing and would probably push for a sign-and-trade deal. 4. Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls are in a rebuilding phase, with their focus on refreshing the roster with young talent. On Saturday, they traded Lonzo Ball to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Isaac Okoro. Josh Giddey proved his worth as the team's starting shooting guard last season, and with Matisse Buzelis showing early signs of greatness, adding Kuminga to the mix would make a lot of sense. Okoro would be a good relief to both Buzelis and Kuminga as a rotational player, while Giddey, Buzelis and Kuminga can form a core alongside Kobe White, who had a breakout performance last season, at the point. The OKC Thunder have shown us that experience is not a mandatory attribute to lift championships, and a young Bulls core led by Kobe White and Kuminga has the potential to repeat the Thunder's incredible feat. 3. Sacramento Kings. According to The Athletic's Sam Amick, the Sacramento Kings have joined the race to acquire Kuminga if the Warriors pass on him. The Kings have Domantas Sabonis, who is one of the most underrated players in the league, on their roster. While the Kings have been trying to surround Sabonis with key pieces, they have failed in their task so far. However, Jonathan Kuminga's arrival would not be as bad as many would think. The Congolese international has been efficient in most of his performances, and pairing him up with Sabonis would open up big possibilities for the Kings. 2. Miami Heat. The Miami Heat have been looking for a third option on their team for quite some time now. They have good role players and 2 bona fide star players in Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro. The best part of Jonathan Kuminga going to the Heat is a nearly guaranteed chance to play as a starter for the squad, as Miami lacks a good player of his profile. Adebayo is a strong enforcer in the paint, and Herro is more of a sharpshooter from deep. Kuminga would be a solid third option on the Heat squad as a player who excels in isolation plays. ISO play is the Congolese international's forte, and he is great at it. So, going to the Heat might not be a bad idea for him at all. 1. Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks might be the best place for Jonathan Kuminga to have a new start. The Bucks are led by one of the best players in the league in Giannis Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee has a similar situation to the Heat, as they are trying to acquire the right pieces to surround Giannis Antetokounmpo with. With Jonathan Kuminga in the mix, the Warriors player would help divert attention and break double teams on the Greek Freak with his presence.